On the worksheet screen, click Edit next to Taxpayer Information. On the Taxpayer Information screen, the first and last name should already be entered. Enter the client's Social Security number. Enter their birth date, if not already entered. Enter their occupation. Enter their email address. Enter the client's date of death, if applicable. Enter the last 5 digits of their Social Security number as their PIN signature. If the IRS assigned them an identity protection PIN, enter it here. Click More Info to read about identity protection PINs. Enter their identification number. Choose the state the ID is for. Enter the issue date and expiration date. Then choose the form of ID entered. Enter their current street address, enter an apartment number if applicable. Enter their zip code and the city and state will autofill. Enter their home phone number. Enter their cell phone number and cell phone carrier. Indicate whether they were a U.S. citizen or resident the entire year. Next are a series of yes or no questions. Answer if the client was legally blind, was legally disabled, was a full-time student for at least 5 months. Could be claimed as an independent on another return. Would like to donate to the presidential election campaign fund. Had at least one living parent. And received more than half of their support from others during the tax year. Then click Save to go back to the worksheet screen. Click Edit next to Spouse Information. Enter the spouse's first and last name. Enter their Social Security number. Enter their birth date if not already entered. Enter their occupation. Enter their cell phone number and carrier. Enter their email address. Enter their date of death if applicable. Enter the last 5 digits of the spouse's Social Security number as their PIN signature. Enter the spouse's identity protection PIN if they were assigned one. Enter their identification number. Enter the issue date and the expiration date. Choose the state the ID is for. Then choose the form of ID entered. Next are a series of yes or no questions. These questions only must be answered if the client is married filing jointly. Answer if the spouse was legally blind, was legally disabled, was a full-time student for at least 5 months, could be claimed as a dependent on another return, and would like to donate to the Presidential Election Campaign Fund. Click Save to go back to the worksheet screen. Click Add next to dependent's information. Enter the dependent's first and last name. Enter their Social Security number. Enter their birth date. Enter their identity protection PIN if they were assigned one. Choose the relationship of the dependent. Select the number of months the dependent lived with the client. Select whether the dependent lived with the client or not. Select how the dependent qualifies for the Earned Income Credit. Click Save if you have entered all of the client's dependents, or click Save and Add if you need to enter additional dependents.